Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to yet another YouTube review. As you can see, it's pouring down with rain, but this is one car that I've always looked forward to, and I thought I need to make sure this happens before anything else, before it goes back. And I'm pretty sure you can see it's dirty, but this is going to be a quick review of the GAC GS3 Emzoom R-Style. In this review, I'm going to quickly run you through the exterior, the interior, as well as the drive. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So at the front, you've got this design that's very sharp and edgy, lines running through everywhere. And to be honest with you guys, I'm personally not a fan of this look. I just think it's way too much for me. And I'm not sure, is it trying to be a crossover or a hatchback? So there is that. And I mean, for the price of 550,000 Rand, there's so many options you can get in that segment. But anyway, we are here now. You've got the sleek daytime running lights as well as your fog lamps, are down here. And then there's just so many shapes that go through into this car. It's quite interesting. You've got a splitter here, which is in orange, and it works quite well, especially on this color as well. You've got your GAC badge at the top, and then these entire panels that go up, down, so much. And I do like this orange contrasting color on the body paint work. I think that looks good. This gloss bag front lip as well also does look nice on my end. And then under here, there's a 1.5 liter turbocharged petrol engine, as we know with the Chinese, 130 kilowatts, as well as 270 newton meters of torque. It's paired to a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, which has some issues, but we'll chat about that in the drive. You come to the side, you've got these alloys, which look absolutely gorgeous. I like this finish. I don't want to lie to you. That is one thing that I do like from this car. Your R-Style badge is on there. And then this wing mirror, your indicators are in here, 3 indicators in there. You've got a 360-degree camera right onto there as well. These flush-out door handles that I'm not a fan of. I've spoken about these door handles a lot because I always feel like they're going to cut my hand into there. And I think they do too much with these door handles. There aren't any functional roof flags, but you do have a panoramic sunroof, which does look absolutely gorgeous in the car. If you come around, the theme in terms of these funny shapes continue also at the rear. You have that as well, like massive tail lights, but they take actually small spaces inside of that big entire tail light casing. And funny shapes as well, this diagonal type of rectangles, etc. I'm not sure. Please let me know in the comments what shapes these are. Then you have these reflector lamps that go down on there, this splitter as well at the rear, the massive diffuser also in that orange that I showed you earlier on, an R-Style badge on there, which is GS3 Emzoom badge. I actually like the GAC badge, to be honest with you guys. I'm not too mad at that. This spoiler with this F1 inspired brake light up here as well, also way too much, like way too much. But I get it, they're trying to, you know, appeal to fun people, I guess, or people who are into way boy racer stuff, I guess. These dual tailpipes I do love, central mounted, and they're actually so real.
That's not what's about exhaust.
You see, you can get it real. It's either you're going to give us real tailpipes or don't give us tailpipes at all. They're actually mounted right on the back box right over there, which is quite cool. Gee whiz, this diffuser is actually quite massive. I'm pretty sure you can take this off and put one on an F1 car, and I'm sure it will do something. I think Lewis Hamilton needs this. But anyway, let me show you the boot space. Electronically operated tailgate. Massive amount of boot space in there, which I'm a fan of. I'm not too mad at this space considering the type of car that you have. Then you've got a parcel shelf, but it's actually so funny because this space is so short. Like it's so small, like it's so short, and it's always like what do you mean? Like this is your parcel shelf. Like look how small this space is. I didn't think there was a need for this, to be honest. But anyway, it does tuck away. The horrible thing though is that when you want to take this parcel shelf off for you to the 60-40 split, you have to essentially raise these and then unclip. It's actually screwed in. It's actually screwed in right into there. And then you have to actually, for you to fold down the seats, because it will not fold down because of that. So that is a bit, yeah, I don't know what the thought process there was. But anyway, let's jump inside and I'll show you the interior. But this is the boot space. You do have a biscuit right underneath here. A space saver tire. And yeah, that is essentially the car. And I'm so sorry that this thing is happening way too fast, but I need to do this. We're doing it in the rain, but we have to do what we have to do. So let's jump inside. So when you jump inside, you are met by this. I do like this steering wheel, I won't lie to you. It does feel light when you're driving it, but it does look absolutely gorgeous. There's a center marker right onto it as well. You've got buttons on here for your cruise control. You've got this knob for your cruise control to go up and down. You've got knob on this side for your volume, and then this exhaust button for you to sound incredible. But unfortunately, it just sounds good while not going anywhere. Then you've got this digital driver's display, and I do like how bright this one is, and it's clear, it's concise. Everything that you need is essentially right into there. You can change your different drive modes, essentially. You can change your different views onto that, and so there we go. I've been doing about 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not too bad. Not too bad, to be honest with you guys. At times I do get up to the nines, but I think that's just my driving style. Then you've got this infotainment with wireless Apple CarPlay. There's no Android Auto in this car, but it's way too dark for me. Way too dark, I won't lie to you. And yes, everything is housed into there, from your drive modes, everything. And here's the thing, your drive modes are actually way at the bottom, and like you have to scroll down. So I don't know why there couldn't be a button somewhere in this car for your drive modes, so that it's much easier. So you can rather have a button for your exhaust but not a button for your drive modes, which is a bit of a backward thinking for me. And then you have knobs for your climate control. You actually turn it and it does work. You know, for your fan speed, all these things, it does work. Your climate control settings are right on there. Then you've got a wireless charger on here, and then a space to also put your phone for your passenger. 2 cup holders. I do like this gear shifter. It reminds me of Volvos. I do quite like this. I don't know to you. You know, there's like obviously fake crystal in there, which is quite cool. Then there's space underneath on here. The blue stitching in this car for me is absolutely gorgeous. I don't want to lie to you. Like this blue right on the dash on here, in the air vents, and in the air vents it's much brighter. It looks nice, you know, right onto the doors, the stitching, all the soft materials. Whoa, I said soft and something creaked. The soft materials, there's a DTS audio system in here that sounds absolutely gorgeous. You've got these blue seat belts, and they go also in the rear. And these seats, they remind me of the and then this armrest as well. It's soft, obviously a place to put your hand on. It's soft, the stitching still goes through. It's quite nice, I don't want to lie to you. It is nice. This steering wheel looks like a polo steering wheel, especially this section where it's perforated. It does look nice, I don't lie to you guys. And then you've got this massive panoramic sunroof. But in terms of the interior package, it's not a bad package. Yes, there are things they can improve on, like firstly, making sure that infotainment is brighter. Secondly, moving those drive modes right at the top, since they're housed right in here. So yeah, I think that is something that they can work to. Oh wait, there is the bright. I'm so sorry, that was me. I got the brightness. Everybody would have probably ate me alive for dinner. So we got the brightness, guys. So I do love the brightness of the car now. So I guess it's a thing that you can control, which is a nice thing also for at night, so that it's not too bright. You can essentially just scroll down and then, yeah, turn it down. So that is quite lovely. Now it's much brighter and you can see everything. You can see everything. There's your drive modes right on there, and it also has all your, your ESPs, your front collision, your sleep stop system, active brake, vehicle deviation system, and you can switch those off should what you want. But I'm just not a fan of an infotainment that has drive modes. Like, there's no need for that. Either have a button to prompt me to bring it up and then I click on it, but I shouldn't have to essentially, I'm driving and I'm like, oh, let me get into sport. I shouldn't have to do that. And that's just what I feel is the issue here. But I think it's a great interior. There is space. And yeah, let's jump into the rear before we go for the drive. So when you jump inside, you've got decent amount of legroom, decent amount of headroom. Like, this is my driving position, but I do quite feel that this is more than enough. A space here, 2 spaces for you to actually put your phone. And this is only on this seat. I'm not sure why it's not there either. That's quite odd. And there's put 2 here. So like, why couldn't they just put 1 on here and 1 on here? That is very odd. You've got a seat pocket right on there as well. You've got 1 type A USB on there. You've got an armrest. And yeah, that is the rear. I think that it's more space sufficient, way enough space for you to sit in here with your friends as well. And the entire theme that I told you about, the blue theme, also continues into the rear. So that is a nice touch. So yeah, let's go for the drive. Welcome to the GAC GS3 Emzoom R-Style Edition review. This is a car that I've anticipated for the longest of time, and I thought to myself, there is no way that I'm letting this one go and, just writing about it. Let me do the YouTube stuff and get you guys a feel of the car. Now, like with any other Chinese car, This is powered by a 1.5 liter petrol engine with 130 kilowatts and 270 newton meters of torque. It's paired to a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. And you know what? I do not like the way this car looks, and I know that looks are subjective, and other people are going to be different about it, and that's okay. But personally, I do not think that the design is all that. I think the design is way too much. There is all these sharp lines and these angular things that are going on at the front bumper. I do like the contrast colors like that they do. And like on this unit that I have, there's that splitter that's got the orange bits on it. At the rear, you've got these dual central mounted tailpipes, which are a really nice design and nice touch. And they're actual tailpipes that sound nice as well. I'll slot a clip now for you guys.
It's not what's about exhaust.
You know, that F1 style inspired F1 brake light that's at the rear there, just a bit too much for me. This entire the bodywork, and I'm not sure if it's trying to be a compact SUV sporty look. Well, it's not shy on sporty looks, I can definitely tell you that. It looks extremely sporty, but for me, I just don't think that it evokes any emotion in terms of design personally. And this is very important because it's my personal opinion, and I know that for different people, it'll be different, and that's 100% okay. Where they do not miss is the interior. Blue is definitely the theme of choice, and it doesn't matter what color exterior you have, but blue will be all over this car. I love the fact that these air vents for the aircon are also wrapped in a much brighter blue. Then the dash on here, there's this blue as well. The soft touch points are all over the car, and they feel really solid. It feels like a proper interior. The steering wheel is very nice and soft. It's got a center marker. You know, it's multifunctional. The buttons are very functional as well and easy to operate. The only thing that I'm not quite a fan of definitely has to be this infotainment screen. It's too dark for me, and a lot of functions are hidden into there. Why are the drive modes hidden into the infotainment? Why is that? I have no idea. I mean, you've got buttons here for your cruise control and, you know, buttons for your exhaust mode. Why then do you not have buttons for your drive modes? It's easy. Just now I have to essentially scroll up to the bottom, then click on Eco, and that comes up, and then now I can essentially, and if you can imagine, I'm already now taking my eyes off the road for me to do this. And I don't know, man. I don't know if that was a smart choice, but you do have an exhaust button right on the steering wheel, and that make the sound of the exhaust quite fruity. And it only comes fruity in sport. But the caveat to that is that when you're in sport, the throttle is just way too sharp. Way too sharp. And then sometimes it doesn't know what it's doing. And I'll just try and demonstrate that right now. If I find an open spot throttle, it doesn't know what to do. And then it jolts forward. And when it does jolt forward, you let go of the accelerator, and it's still wanting to go forward. And you're like, geez, I don't want to go forward anymore. I want to slow down, which is a bit, you know, frustrating at times. There has been times also where the wheels have spun on me as I'm pressing the accelerator, and that is that entire calibration that I usually speak about when it comes to the Chinese manufacturers' vehicles. I don't know what they need to do to try and adjust that, but it needs to happen. And let's just, and it just wants to keep going and keep going and keep going all the time, even when you don't want it to. This infotainment is way too dark for me, and that's just me. Maybe there is a setting that I've missed where I can turn up the brightness, but I've tried this week and I just can't find it. Yes, it's a great offering for 550,000 rand. That is where it becomes quite tricky. For 550,000 rand, there's a lot of cars that you can buy that are way bigger, that drive somewhat better than this, and I'm going to put up some options for you. Cherry Tiggo Cross. I've got a Cherry Tiggo 7. I've got a Volkswagen Taigo. You can get a T-Cross. You can get a Suzuki Grand Vitara. You can get a Renault Duster. So many other options that just say, you know what, maybe for that price that I'm spending, let me look into other options. Now, this brand officially started in 2008, and it's grown rapidly. I mean, from 2008 till now, that's not a long time, but the way that they've entered the market and that they're doing things, it's quite cool, to be honest with you guys. I do like the ride height. Yes, I do feel like I've been bashing this car a lot, but I think that is mostly because of that price tag that they have slotted onto this vehicle. Yeah, go check it out. Let me know how it works for you. Should you take the car? But in terms of the drive, I think there's a lot that can be perfected. This throttle is way too happy, way too trigger happy, and you can easily bump into somebody, and that for me is an actual issue. Otherwise, don't forget to please use the link in my bio to get a quote from Naked Insurance, and you can essentially insure any car of your choice in under 90 seconds. And you know, should you not be driving your vehicle, there's Cover Pause, which will save you on almost 50% of your monthly premium when your car is parked, and your car will still be covered as long as you're not driving it. And trust me, they'll know if you're going to be driving it, because you know, Murphy's Law, whenever you do something you're not meant to do, it goes wrong. So yeah, I don't know, it's Murphy's Law, I'm not sure what law it is, but there's that law. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Otherwise, don't forget to always keep left and pass right. Peace out.